Hey guys, Rich here at Flipping for a Living. Thanks so much for coming back to the channel. I'm gonna go through my finds for the day for Thursday, July 27th. You know, it was one of those days I almost wasn't even gonna go out because there was only 7 yard sales to go to. I only actually ended up going to 4 of them. 2 of them were fantastic. One of them I found a few things and one of them was a complete bust. But at the end of the day, I definitely got rewarded for getting out there and hustling. So make sure you get out there. You never know what the garage sale gods are going to have in store for you. And today I'm going to show you what under $200 can almost turn into $1,000 in less than an hour of yard sailing. Not every day can be a great day, but this one definitely was, and I want to share it with you guys. My wife just pointed something out to me. She was looking for her eyeglasses and she couldn't find them anywhere for a few days. So she finally decided to look inside. We have a little container like this that we put our sunglasses in. And lo and behold, I want you to ask me if I have a problem when it comes to sunglasses. 25 pair of sunglasses. Now there's some Ray-Ban in there, some like these 3 right here, those are all Ray-Bans. I didn't do that intentionally. Those are all Ray-Bans, some Dolce & Gabbana, Liz Claiborne, I think another set of Ray-Bans on my head. But the bottom line is 26 pair of sunglasses, and you know what? I don't believe that I paid, I'm very confident that I can say that I never paid more than $1 for any of those. And but you think I have a problem? You think at some point a person needs to stop buying sunglasses? Like 26 pairs enough? I mean, a lot of those are going to be resold at some point. I just haven't bothered because, like I mentioned in my last video, or when I was talking to Bonafide Hustler, was that small stuff like that, I kind of hoard it. I hoard it for winter. You know, I worry about selling big stuff locally, and I save the little stuff to ship out during 4th quarter and when I can't go sourcing in Canada because there's snow on the ground. And I got a nice dark wood frame around it. So that was just one sale, you guys. I spent, sorry, gotta grab my list. The memory's going. Old guy's losing the memory. So I wasn't even first at that sale. I actually went there earlier. They were closed. Then my son needed a ride to his friend's house and it was near this location. So I went back and yeah, I spent $100 even there to the nickel, $100. And this stuff's easily gonna sell for $450. So huge, awesome profit on a day I wasn't even gonna go out. I consider this next sale even better because, like I always say to you guys, stay current. If you don't know your antiques and collectibles, don't worry about it. Just get out there and buy stuff that's current and cool looking, and you're gonna be just fine. This sale was in one of those beautiful areas. You know, like a huge, oh, something just fell over that I gotta show you. Huge houses, nice newer area, and you could tell these people bought quality stuff. And yes, they were blowing it out. They were just literally decluttering. So it was a real jackpot. So let's go over it real quick. Longboard. It's a little bit beat up around the edges, but it's got a cool design. Santa Cruz is a good brand. The wheels and trucks seem to be in great shape still. Always on skateboards, longboards, give them a spin. Make sure they're spinning nicely, not stopping in like 1 second or 2 seconds, because then you know you have a crappy bearing. That was 15 bucks. This saw here, the guard is what I actually think it's on backwards. And so it's not functioning proper for them. So they had it taped in place. But you'll see here, this grate, the sawdust is supposed to come out the back of the saw and come out the back of the grate, but you'll see it's at the front. So they just thought it was broken, and I got that for $10. That's going to be an easy $60 to $75 flip on that. Not sure why they wanted to give away this Easton bat. Thanks again to Cincinnati Picker for teaching me about bats. I mean, I play baseball, so I would have bought it anyways for $1. Like, give me a break. No cracks, it's in nice shape, no dings. A little scuffed up from use, but that should be an easy $25 to $40 flip on that. Couple things I just brought home for the boys. Little ghost guy from the Mario series, and the little guy from, what's that called? What's this game called? Crap, I can't remember. He's called Sack Guy or Sack Boy or something. Anyways, those are $2 a piece. I brought them home for the boys. These games, $5 a piece. These people took care of their stuff, bought quality stuff like we already mentioned, so I was just scooping everything I could get my hands on. These were $5 a piece. This one's only going to go for about 25 bucks, but this Settlers of America Trails, if you've never played Settlers of Catan, it's a very popular game. This one's going for easily 50 bucks on eBay in a used condition, so 10 bucks in, we're probably going to get an easy $75 out of those two, so that is fantastic. I said that the other two sales were a bust. Well, I don't know for sure. I included this in my tally for today, but I have not done any research on it. These items were all $1 a piece. A little mini wizard, like the Simon game in the box, an old Namco joystick game you just hook up to your AV unit on any TV, a couple little tiny, probably low quality digital cameras, and a Sony, oddly enough. Just talking to Bonafide Hustler last night on his show, we talked about recorders. Not sure what the Sony one's going to be worth, but it functions. It was $1. I'm sure we're going to get 20 or 30 bucks for that, so that's awesome. That was like $6 for all that stuff. I'm not including in any of my totals, but I know we're going to make a lot of money. So the same family that's unloading stuff just cheap, they had all these comic and movie type books. This is like an awesome find, actually. You just take a look at the names and titles here: DC Comics, Naruto, Batman, Super Mario, Carnage, some anime stuff. These were all 50 cents a piece, and there's actually, I think, 22 or 24 here, and they gave them all to me for $10, so a little bit less than 50 cents. I have not looked up any of these. You just cannot pass on this stuff. This was a very busy garage sale because they were really unloading stuff. So sometimes you just got to grab and trust your gut. This kind of stuff, movie, superhero, anime, video game themed stuff, 50 cents in great condition. Don't worry about scanning it, just snag it. And on a side note, as I was looking at all this stuff, they had one of those quarterback trainers. It's a big net that you can throw balls at, 3 different targets, but it was all in a little package, a little sleeve, looked like one of those pop-up lawn chairs or something. They told me what it was, but I didn't know what it looked like. And as I'm stacking up these books, he said it's 20 bucks. I was thinking about it. I finished stacking up these books. We make the deal for $10. I throw them in this cardboard box, and I turn around, and that thing, I see a little kid walking down the street, walking away with it. He ended up selling it to him for 15 bucks, and I looked it up after, and they're selling for like $200. So that was a bit of a miss, but you can't win all the time. Anyways, back to the books. I guarantee you, at least one of these books is going to sell for $20 on its own, which will double my money. And then the other 22 or 23 books, they are money in the bank. I love when I can do that, when I can take one item and sell it for the value of everything I just bought. Then it doesn't matter how long these sit. They can sit in my death pile for 5 years. I don't care how long it takes for these to sell, because I have zero invested in them. I actually have made money probably already off one book. So yeah, don't be afraid to let stuff sit around if you've already recouped your money. What else? Here's another one. My son is going on a huge road trip with his buddies right away next month, and he asked me if we had any actual backpacks, and we don't, but I found this one. Deuter Air Comfort. I have no idea. I know Bonafide Hustler could tell me right away what this is worth. I'm excited to look it up, but either way I'm keeping it, so that's included in my cost today, but not in my profits. I bet you it's $60 or $80 backpack. It's gotta be. It's nice quality. So that was a nice find. Gotta love sales, right? When you get stuff that you need for like a tenth of the price that it's valued at. Same sale still right here. This guy obviously liked his superheroes, his Batman. These are 5 framed posters. They are pretty cool. This is a video game one. Mortal Kombat, who doesn't remember that? You know, Batman. And these are already in glass frames. This isn't plastic. These are super heavy. They're glass. I got all 4 of those for $5. Like whatever. I just asked how much you want for all of them. $5. Pretty amazing. They didn't really have a lot of stuff priced, which can work in your favor too. So another amazing find. I really don't know. I'll probably just sell those locally. I don't want to ship them. I'll just throw them up on local Facebook page or Craigslist for 20 or 25 bucks a piece, and when they sell, they sell. I'm sure I'm going to get $80 to $100 back out of that $5 investment, so that's spectacular. That thing over there, I'm not sure. I think it's a video game piece. Sunset Overdrive. Yeah, I think it's a video game thing. So it's just a big wooden thing. It came from a video game store. If you got room to store those. Yeah, I actually can't tell you much about it. I just thought it was cool. It's 5 feet tall. It's in great shape, and it was $5. So last but not least, this guy right here. Justice League movie display. It's at our local Cineplex theater. The guy was in a video game contest that they play on the big screen there, and he won it, and this was part of his prize. I guess he didn't care for, he didn't want it, and he was selling it for $5. This thing is super awesome. I mean, it is a nice vinyl poster, 6 feet tall, and it collapses right into itself. So yeah, it retracts right into its own little stand. And yeah, $5 for that thing also. Pretty amazing. I'm gonna push for 100 on that also. So at the end of the day, you guys, I got about $170 invested in all of this stuff. And we're looking at $900 to $1,000 return. 5 times our money, sorry. 5 times our money. A lot of really current, popular items that I'm gonna have no problem selling locally. So at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta fight through it. You gotta trust your gut, you gotta get out there, you gotta do the work. And you gotta hustle some days even when you don't want to. And I really got rewarded for toughing it out today even when I didn't want to. Not even $200 in, including my gas, because I hardly had to drive anywhere, and we're gonna make close to $1,000. So hopefully I gave you a little bit of education along with this. I don't want it to just be bragging. You know, hopefully you'll learn a few things. Thank you so much for coming to the channel, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Please share this video with your friends. Let's get the sharing going around so more people can learn how to start flipping for a living. You don't have to be a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist to do this. So get out there, have some fun, find some deals, and I hope you all have a great day and love what you do.